You are now tuned in to How to Nerd, starring Roxy Haze and Brennon Edwards.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to How to Nerd.
How to Nerd.
I am one of your hosts, Brennon Edwards. It's so great to be here. I got my co-host. What's your name?
Roxy Haze.
Wow. Okay. We're doing a lot. And we are honored today. We have a Disney legend in the house.
I'll take it.
We have one of my best friends,
Yeah.
one of those amazing people, one of the best gamers,
Thank
one
you.
of the best nerds,
Thank you.
one of the best people I've ever been able to be around.
Thank
We
you.
got Khleo Thomas in the house. What's up, my brother? I'm happy
Hi,
you're
Roxy.
here.
Hi, Khleo. It's so
Roxy.
great. You're so all those things he said.
Well, I want to start with something really quick. We're gonna do an icebreaker and all that, but there was some energy there.
Yeah.
What is this? What was that
don't
high to Roxy?
understand.
I love Roxy, and Roxy knows this. Roxy knows I will scream her praises from the mountaintops for sure.
You should have saw that coming, bro.
Yeah, but it's just Roxy, and like you just gotta embrace all that she is.
I don't know.
And
hard to
sometimes
do. It's
it's
a
bit
lot.
Thank you. It's
a lot.
It's a bit much.
Yeah.
Chilling.
So
What do you mean we're chilling? Hold on. Since we said it in the pre-show, let's
yeah,
bring up her skirt, even though it has nowhere to go.
yeah,
It
Roxy.
has
Alright,
nowhere to
baby.
go.
Roxy,
What is this?
What's
You-
happening?
It's like you found a leather wash rag and wrapped it around yourself.
It
Like,
was,
So hot.
it was
like
this.
you were like
I didn't know.
you were like I found a piece of denim somewhere in my house and I decided to call it a skirt.
As I was getting dressed,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how little it was.
I would say this is arguably getting dressed.
Yeah, man.
You are not dressed. You are partially
From
clothed.
here, it just looks like an apron.
All right.
Like a very short apron.
Because I had a long, you know what? I'm
Is
not
there a back to that dress?
mad.
Early.
She ain't got too much back for it to be.
It is grown.
Okay.
I'm
sorry.
not. I feel like this isn't as aggressive with the gloves on.
You have big hands
It is-
anyway. It's
it
about the
is-
same.
Oh yes.
We're doing the same thing
He's
now.
on
now.
the big glove trade too. Yes.
I'm just
you have
saying, like
huge
you.
shit.
we
They're
know-
normal hands.
All I'm saying is
We
you
can
could
settle this now.
you could
Give me
handle
your hand.
your hand is like a
Now
Pokemon
put your
power.
hand in my hand.
I do not want to get hurt right now.
Put
You
your
know
hand.
her hand.
All
is
right,
bigger
so-
than
Put
you.
your hand. It's normal. Oh my god.
You have big because Khleo has big hands and Cleo's
got big
Cleo's big hands. Your hands are almost the same size as Cleo's. All right, so we're getting into the icebreaker for today.
You know,
We like to start off, Khleo, just so you know, welcome to How to Nerd. What we really do on this podcast
Yes.
is we really explore what it is to be nerds and like how to nerd in specific ways because there's a lot of different ways we can go into that. And so we always start with an icebreaker question. And the one for today is if you can cross over between any two franchises, which one and why? Which two and why? Why would you do that?
Ooh.
And I can start us off if you guys want a second to think.
Yeah.
Because mine's just because I saw a crossover on Instagram earlier and it made me happy. So I'm just going to say the crossover that I would like would be Demon Slayer and Pokemon. Yes.
Each of them have a Pokemon.
So the thing would be is that the Pokemon will be fighting with you. And so you got to imagine like there's demons, there's demon slayers, there's Pokemon on both sides. So imagine Team Rocket as like, you know, the upper moons or upper three moons or something like that.
Nice.
And then you have, you know, Tanjiro and all them that are like the demon slayers that are like the Hashira possibly.
Yeah.
And then they all have Pokemon too. So we're getting after it. So we're fighting while our Pokemon are fighting.
I will be so sad though, because they're my Pokemon. So are just the Pokemon fighting? Are the
No,
demons
everybody's
hopping in?
fighting. Everybody's
so somebody
fighting.
can cut my Pokemon head off.
Yes.
Yep.
But you gotta look at it this way. Think about the combined attacks you can do. So like think about Zenitsu with Raichu.
That'd be fire.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Raichu, Thunderbolt, and then Thunderclap at the same time. And it's just like, yeah, exactly. So it's like I'm gonna try to cut off all their heads while you paralyze them with your Thunderbolt.
Nice.
You know, and then it's like then you got, you know, like, you know, some demon that's just like, all right, well, I'm an Earth demon. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Earth demon or I'm a fighting demon. It's like I got Hitmonlee. And so like Hitmonlee like jump us both out of harm's way, so we get Mr. Slash and the Thunderbolt while we're in the air. You know, kick me down there, throw me down there, and I'm gonna try to like do whatever, like hit
That
him
would
with
be
this.
fly. That would be really,
It's gonna
really
be very
cool.
gory. I'm gonna be sad. It will be good though.
I think it would be.
very depressed.
I think there's just a lot of room for story because if you think about like how the Pokemon show went, there was a lot of story involving the Pokemon themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and their personalities and how they evolve and all that. So now you add that to the idea of demons, demon slayers, and that world. So I say the way I'd want to do it is add Pokemon to the Demon Slayer world, not add Demon Slayers to the Pokemon world.
With the Demon Slayer world, it's set in like old school Japan anyway,
Yeah,
right?
like Edo Japan.
Edo's,
Yeah.
the Edo period.
Mhm.
Okay, so what would Tanjiro's Pokemon be?
Tanjiro, since he is water and sun, I would say he probably like we're gonna go with basic, like the original Pokemon
Thank
stuff.
you.
150.
Thank you.
The original 150, and since he's the main protagonist, he's gonna have to start with Bulbasaur. I mean, not Bulbasaur. I'm sorry, Squirtle. I apologize. Squirtle.
Yeah, oh,
he's gonna start with Squirtle.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's gonna start with Squirtle. So he's on that water.
And Squirtle's so cute.
So they're all
Okay,
doing the water stuff.
That'd be
You know, or
cute.
you can make an argument that he would have like because of how he started off, you could say he would start with like a Magikarp, and then like Squirtle would go to like the water Hashira who's already there, and so he already has a Blastoise from jump, and we're just like, I got this Magikarp, like no, I believe in, I love him, you know, I can protect him, like he protects his sister,
Nice.
and then at one point, somebody like he's about to die, then it's just like evolves into Gyarados and everybody dies.
That would actually be pretty epic.
See what I'm talking about? I just made up that storyline. Now that's how I think that's how intertwined they could be. So what do y'all think? Tell me what
Remember
y'all
that
think.
you said that because when Pokemon does that collaboration, they're gonna
Yeah,
they're gonna have to take
They can
every
have it.
idea you just gave. 'cause
I don't
that's
even
actually
care.
really cool.
Make it pay.
What about you, Roxy? What would be a
That was
crossover?
very in depth. Mine's not half of that.
We know.
I've always I
It's
really
deep how you
want.
can be so shallow.
I would like, and I think about this one all the time. I want Adventure Time and Steven Universe
Why?
because they're both adorable. I just feel I would love to see just like Finn and Steven, because Finn is always fighting. He's on the offense, and then Steven's powers are like defensive powers. So I'm like, they would make a good team. I would just want to see that. Like, I just want to see the characters interacting. Both of those worlds are really cool. Like, I want to see Steven. I don't know. I'm kind of like,
Can you, for the people who don't know, like, can you just give a little bit of background on each one of those characters?
yes, or just the show overall, or just the characters.
Just a little bit of both.
Okay, so Adventure Time takes place in the land of Ooh, and it's about this little boy, and he got a brother that's a dog.
That's his brother?
That's
yeah,
his
it's
brother?
his brother. Yeah, they say it in like the first. He adopted him, so they found him, so he's adopted. So that's Jake's his adopted brother, and he has like stretchy powers.
I love that
and
dog.
he lives in this kingdom with all these different characters and stuff like that,
Okay.
and different arcs of
And
it.
he
Blah
just
blah
wants
blah.
to smoke at all times.
Yeah, but yeah, he's always ready to fight.
Yeah.
And so Steven is, how can I, are we spoiler alert?
can
It's
do
been
it.
out for some years.
Yeah.
Steven is the son of a human and an alien race that are called the Crystal Gems, and his mama was like a high-ranking gem.
That's
but
what I
she-
thought this was. Okay,
Yeah.
you said Steven Universe. I'm like, that the one with like the
Yeah,
gem
with
and
the gem.
and the belly button?
Yeah, her name. They
that
thought her
show
name
was crazy
It's
dope.
so good.
That's a good show.
It's really
Have you
good.
seen
I haven't watched
You-
it.
It's actually
What?
good.
Okay,
It
let
is
me
good.
not say nothing else. But his mama was a gem, and he's like this little human
I
boy
like to
that's
point
like
out that
learning his
that
powers.
means that some man fucked the gym and had a child. But go
They
on.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
I
Well,
just-
so they didn't have. You'll see in the show. But yeah, but they're both like very like happy characters. They're like extremely protective.
But they both
of
want
it.
to smoke.
Yeah, but they both like sing. There's like a lot of music in both. Rebecca
Yeah.
Sugar, who made Steven Universe, worked on Adventure Time.
That's
So
it. They
it's
do have a lot of
like,
there is a
parallels.
lot of
yeah.
similarities.
So it's just like I would like Adventure Time is darker with the fights, but Steven Universe is like darker with the story. Like the well,
The story
Adventure
is
Time
mad.
kinda yeah, it's
but
very.
I say that the Steven Universe is dark.
It's more like psychological. Like they start getting, it gets crazy.
But if you look at it from a
So-
glance, it looks like both shows look like the happiest go lucky
Super
shows.
happy.
No.
But neither one of them are that.
There, I had to pause watching it at one point. It's very depressing on both ends. But yeah, it's a great show. Like it's still a great show.
So what, do hand workouts?
Huh?
Why'd you pause the show?
I shut up. So yes, I would like to see. He's
Okay.
He's worse than you. So yeah, I would like to see those two.
I take that as a compliment.
Fusion.
All right. So what about you, Khleo? What would you do?
I would like to see the Power Rangers crossover with Gundam Wing. Like I never looked at the mech, the Zords,
Yeah.
as like mechs until I went to a
Yeah.
con.
They are mechs.
They're freaking mechs.
Yeah.
But I never viewed them as that.
They wouldn't stand a chance in the Gundam world, though.
What?
The Gundams move so much faster than the Zords. Bro.
Have you seen?
Like it's just speed, movement speed alone.
But
Not-
we're talking about animation style of Gundam versus our live action.
Because there was people in there,
Yeah.
Brennon. Like,
Yeah.
I just can't imagine them.
Whiplash
Moving.
and over.
yeah.
I just can't imagine them moving any faster. It's like you see, like that's the Green Ranger Zord right there, right?
Yeah, that's the Dragon
It's like
Zord.
it's like the Dragon Zord will always just be doing like
He
Godzilla
was a
moves and then like
people.
shoot out of his fingers.
Yeah.
You know, just like for me, I'm like, all right, cool. So like the Gundams are just like, all right, I'm gonna pull out this sword and I'm gonna cross half of the galaxy in like 5 seconds and slash a planet in half.
I hear you. I do. I get that. But I think you're looking at the animation style of Gundams versus what we saw live action.
Can a Zord slash a planet in half?
Yeah, there's several like dumb strong Zords.
Yeah, I've been
Dummy
finding
strong.
out
Planet
with
destroying
different
size?
iterations.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they got magic.
I
Some got
I
magic.
got out of Power Rangers pretty early. Like for me, there was Mighty Morphin, and then I was done.
But there's a lot of, because I made a video recently that, and I've been learning a lot. Like, the people's on
Mighty
fire.
Morphin only. Mighty Morphin.
But I've been watching like some of the stuff because people been sending me stuff, and I'm like, oh, they're crazy.
Yeah.
They had magic and stuff. Like it gets crazy, Brennan. It gets wild.
There's I think with the Black and Gold Ranger, because like the original Red Ranger came back and he had the all black suit, which we've all seen that cool meme.
It was
He had a
better.
gigantic like pyramid Zord.
Right.
It was so dope, and that the original Power Rangers go into that Zord and they get powered up. It's dope.
Wow.
Yes, so I do think that I would like to see a
They
crossover.
started having guns, and they was cops.
Gun and Wing is Gun and
I'll
Wing
say,
is
look,
very dark.
I think this is, I'm, as always, I'm gonna give my bold, honesty.
Go for it.
Is that I think there's part of this out of my ignorance of what the Zords are capable of, like you're trying to explain to me now. But on the other side of it, I also feel like I expected better. I expected better in the crossover. Yeah, I did.
Khleo, don't let him do that to you.
I'm not gonna let him do it to me. I get where he's coming from, but he asked me what I wanted. That's what I want to see.
I ain't gonna
that's
ask
fine.
somebody
You
what
gotta
they
see-
want.
I
I'm
want to
just
see the
saying, like-
Dragon Zord. I want to see the Ninja Megazord. I want to see that one
From
specifically.
when they went to the other planet, or are you talking about which one?
So of course we had the Mighty Morphin run, but then we
Yeah.
had the Ninja Megazord.
Are you talking about when they were actual ninjas?
Ninjas.
Not from the movie.
No,
When they had
no,
those.
no,
You
no,
talking
no.
about actual Ninja Zord.
Ninja Zord was dope. It was
Okay.
a crane, a bear. The
I don't know anything
frog.
about
Oh
that.
yeah, I remember the bear.
All right, so
He was
we're
running.
moving on because I know y'all gonna be in this for a minute, especially you,
He was
Roxy.
running.
Now we do a little section called Nerding Out, just to be able to kind
Mm-hmm.
of update on what's going on right now. So I gotta ask, like, what are you currently nerding out on? So we started with me last time, ended with you. So let's start with you.
I am currently nerding out about Blue Eye Samurai. Thank you.
Why is that?
Thank you. Because you text me about it.
Bro!
Brennan
Is it
text
that
me
good?
about
I've
it.
been hearing stuff. Is that good?
Yo.
Is yo good?
Yo.
Yo.
Brennan
Wait,
texted
what
me
episode
about
are
it.
you on?
I'm done.
I'm on episode 6. I
'Cause
just
what-
finished
how many
episode
episodes
six.
You're not done?
I'm not done yet.
So don't spoil. How many? It's 8 episodes.
8
right?
episodes.
8
Okay.
episodes, but they're dummy long.
It's crazy. Yeah, they're
They're
all like
really-
at 45 to an
They're
hour.
like
Yeah.
they're like a
It's-
movie. Each one's like a
yeah,
movie.
Each one's like a
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
And it is like a movie. Each episode's like a movie.
Is that good?
Brennan texted me about it. I'm like, look, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check it out. I get to my mom's house and my little sister's like, have you watched Blue Eye Samurai? And when she throws something out, I know it's gonna be like top tier. So I started watching it on this last trip and I was glued. It's so good. It's so
Well,
good.
I mean, and the thing is, we're not going to give anything away. So this is actually going to be what I was going to nerd out about too. So
Okay.
we're on the same page.
Cool.
But what I will say is the thing to me that's most impressive about this show, because there's things in this, like, this is an action-based, like, anime-like show. It's not anime though, but it is based in Edo, Japan. So that's one of my favorite time periods for things to be based in. They go in during that time. Yeah, the swords and stuff, like, but there's also guns, and it's just like pretty cool. But what I love about this show, outside of the incredible animation, the incredible fight scenes, the incredible character development, is that normally when you have a show that is doing direct social commentary about things like sexism, about handicapped folk, about mental illness and things like that, like normally you can feel it being shoehorned into the show. You're like, okay, there's
It's
the
real
handicapped guy.
ham-fisted.
There's the egomaniac man. There's the woman trying to prove in a man's world. This show integrated those themes into them so well that you have to like step back and look at it and say, oh my God, that
is what
person
they're
was
doing.
handicapped.
Yeah.
You know exactly who I'm
Yep.
talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, it's like that's all you think about when you first see this character. You're like, oh my God, that's actually kind of nasty. I was like, oh, it's kind of disgusting. Like this person's serving food in this way or whatever.
Yeah.
It would make me lose my appetite possibly.
Yep.
Which I felt a little bit bad about after you get into the show and you get to know the character. You're like,
It
oh,
makes
actually,
you feel
this-
bad. Oh,
well, yeah,
wow,
well, because you're like
that's
this
a great
character,
show.
that character might be the most lit character in the show.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And he gets better.
Yeah, I don't even know. I haven't finished it yet.
He gets
so
better.
yeah, and he evolves throughout the show. But point being is that like there's a lot of like misdirection and there's a lot of social commentary, like, specifically on like being a woman,
Yep.
in a man-led society. And there's just layers to that shit. It's just like, here's like, for example, just like this doesn't give anything away. Tell me if I'm crazy. Like on one side, there's like like a woman that's in the Edo, Japan, that's like in the space of royalty and what her experience is versus another woman who grew up in poverty, with nothing, and what her experience is and what choices they make with the options that they have and also how they view each other with those choices and the options that they have. Seeing that, and it's just like that applies to today, and so like those type of themes on top of like top tier everything else.
So like the animation's dope. The story.
Yeah, and it's directed by a woman as well.
Oh, dope.
She was created by a woman and a man. But it's just like she directed it, she helped write it, and it's just like I'm like this is this is it.
Dang.
Voice acting wise as well.
Yep.
Nothing's off. It's all dope.
Okay.
When
So
I
any-
saw the
any
live
themes?
action cast, when I saw the cast, I was like, oh my god, I didn't even pick up that was that person. They killed
I didn't even look
this.
at the cast.
It's
yet.
so good.
Who's in it?
Stacked cast. Brenda Song does.
Brenda Song's in it?
She does an amazing
is
job as
she?
the character. The princess.
Yo,
Yup.
that character is crazy.
Yes.
The princess is crazy.
Brenda
She's fly, and then
All the characters are lit. Actually,
my man who played Shang Tsung in the live action Mortal Kombat film, he's in it as well.
I know exactly who he is.
And then one of the
so
I don't want to give nothing
No,
else. away.
also, but yeah. So, is there any did I miss any themes you think in the saying?
No,
there's a lot of
it's-
themes in there, right?
Yeah, it's that good. It's that good. We are for sure recommending it. Please go check it out. It's on Netflix.
Blue-eyed samurai.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm so
So,
happy you said that because
it's
I
a
knew
banger.
I knew you was gonna love it. I was
It's
like,
a banger, bro.
as soon as I
brought
got
my
to
galaxy.
episode 2, I texted Khleo like, Khleo, you need to watch it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I will be watching it today.
Cool.
Yes.
What about you? So, what are you nerding out about?
Just over. Okay, so I have an announcement,
Focus.
kind
We're
of,
right
sort
here.
of too.
Come on, focus.
No, you know I can't.
I
say
know.
one
Right
thing
here.
at once.
Come on.
So I just got a new job. I'm an anime features writer
Nice.
with Game Rant. So I just
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
gotta make some money.
Hey.
So because of that, I've just been watching just everything right now. And so I went back and watched Inuyasha.
Oh.
It's we've talked about Inuyasha and just how you hate it.
But
And
why? It's not how. It's why.
it's formulaic and all of that, right? And so I love Inuyasha, but having to I was like, oh no, I don't really like you. Like I don't
That's what I was trying to tell you.
like
And I wasn't. The
you.
thing is, she thought she came
He
on.
was still hating. He
She
was
came
still
on.
hating
No,
on
you
love.
came onto Animation,
He was hating.
and she was just like, "This is one of my favorite anime."
I love it.
And my response to that immediately, if we have it on tape, I was like, "Did you actually watch it though?"
I did.
And you were like, "I did." And I was like, "No, you watched it when it came on Toonami. Like, did you actually watch the episodes and understand the story and the characters and everything?"
did.
And she was like, "I did." And I was just like, "Well, then you didn't." You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, "This is one of the. This is
He's
one."
so rude, Cam.
I was just saying, but I was like, "This is low tier anime to me."
It was
and
bad.
I gave
it
a
was,
lot. It's
it
just
was,
not
it
good.
was not. It was. We've just evolved. That's more so what it is.
But
We've
even
just
if,
evolved.
but the thing is, if you look at the thing is like I love it when people do this with anime and they're just like, oh yeah, this anime was good for that time. And I was like, well, that means you need to compare what else is coming out at the same time. We had Hunter x Hunter coming out at the
which
same
is
time.
one of my favorite
We had
anime.
Yu Yu Hakusho at the same time. We had Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z at the same time.
You're not finna lecture me, Brennan. Okay, Inuyasha is still great.
No,
is
it is
it
not.
good? No.
Inuyasha
Is it great?
Inuyasha
Yes.
is a shonen anime. No, is a love.
It's a love anime.
Love anime.
Yes,
It's
it is.
love
With
with shonen elements.
Disguised as a
I'll give you
shonen.
that. I'll give you that.
Disguised as a shonen that
And
does
the-
neither one of them well.
Yeah, the love story's not great.
The love story's not great, and neither is the
He's-
action.
He's
The action is not
so-
good.
The fight
The
scenes
characters
aren't good.
The
I
fights
was
aren't good.
really sad.
So that's what I'm saying. Outside of the characters being really cute,
They're adorable. Inuyasha fine says Hamaru I would smash. But
Shishamaru's
like,
the only character in that show that's good. To me.
no.
Who's good? Who else is good?
Inuyasha
Is not a
when
good
he
character.
turns up. When he
No.
turns up,
He's not.
He's fine.
It's
No,
the
he's not.
Shomaru-
I
would have
it's
sex.
the
That's why
Shomaru
he's a
show.
great
Okay, so I'm
character.
I
saying
would prefer it like that
Yeah,
storyline.
he's
I would
better.
say, how about this? Last question on this. If you were to take out any form of sexuality,
Oh,
like,
no, it'd be a
you
terrible
become an
show.
objective. Thank you.
No,
it's a
bad
terrible show.
But I'm always gonna put sexuality in it. But yeah, it's not great. And I watched it. I think what the mistake was too. I watched it after I watched the new episodes of
Jujutsu
Jujutsu
Kaisen?
Kaisen.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was like,
Yo, Jujutsu Kaisen is on one right
yo,
now.
it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so good. And I'm watching One Piece and
You know
stuff,
what?
and I'm just like, this
If
is
we record another episode anytime soon with all of us, then what I'll do, that'll be my nerd out. I'm gonna talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, so we'll do that at that
yes,
point.
because I love Jujutsu.
Do they ever find Naraku?
Naruto?
Do they ever fight this?
They fight him at the end, but we
And it's
don't
whack.
care. It's so long.
It takes so long to
Yeah.
get to that
and he
dude,
just
bro.
keeps sliding through.
How many
on
episodes? How
nothing.
many episodes is there?
Too many, and it's like 19 movie. It's like it's a crazy amount.
And nothing
Dumb.
happens. That's the thing that kills me about
Dumb.
that show. Like
was a
you'll watch
lot.
50 episodes and you'll be like, wait, what happened?
They're
Like,
still
nobody
in a
died.
forest.
Nobody
They're
grew.
still running
Like
around a
Inuyasha
forest.
learned one new
and
attack.
that's kind of what made me mad. Nobody grew. There weren't a whole lot of. He has 3 swords, but nobody cared. Like
He never
it,
uses
it was,
them?
It was
Yeah.
it was a lot going on.
All right, so what we want to talk about today. So we back. Thank you guys for doing the icebreakers with me and our nerding out.
Oh yeah.
But we really want to talk today. We're here. We brought you in here for a very specific reason, Khleo.
Alrighty.
You are an expert in this space because you are part of that space.
Ooh.
We talking about Disney, bro.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know, and it's almost like you knew. Look at this. He's
Money
wearing the
Mick.
Disneyland.
Yeah, that's pretty fire.
Thank you, man. 1950s vintage
I'll
Disneyland
take
jacket.
All right, so I want to start off.
1990s, excuse me.
You said it is,
It's
and it's nice.
1990,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, bro.
And the thing is, like, I'm gonna be nice today because I could have jokes, but I'm not gonna do that.
Don't. No.
Do you want the jokes?
No, I like this.
Oh, so
I like it. It doesn't matter.
Don't
You
be
gonna joke.
nice.
I like it.
No, don't let. I wanted Brennon to be quiet today because he doesn't know any Disney stuff.
I
Oh, he
didn't say
doesn't?
that.
He
I'm
doesn't
not.
know.
No.
He-
I'm not a Disney. Okay, but it's also proven. So just so you know, this will actually
we
lead us
go.
into it really well. Is my first few times meeting Khleo, it was nothing but love.
Mm.
I had no idea who this Negro was.
Oh, so
Like-
you've seen nothing.
No, I mean I hadn't seen Holes, or I hadn't seen any of like all the other stuff he did, like on the Nickelodeon and the Disney Channel, like all the stuff he did. I may have seen him, but I didn't bring the two together at all.
You didn't bring
Because I didn't watch those things like that, you know. So for me, it's like I met him and everybody's like, "This is Khleo Thomas," you know, like. And I
He's
remember
like, he's a nice young man.
I'm like, no, I was like, Khleo. I was like, this man's good vibes. I just like him. You know, like when I
Appreciate it.
first met him, I thought he was a comedian because he's always around the comedians that are with us. So I was like, oh, he's one of the comedians we work with.
Yeah.
That's it. That's who I thought you were. Come to find out, you know, he is an icon in the Disney Disney lore
Oh.
because of one of the best Disney movies that still holds
It-
up.
it's still
I
a
watched
great
it
movie.
because of you, Khleo. Khleo told me, oh, have you seen Holes? I hadn't seen it. So I watched it because of you. And then I remember I hit you up afterwards, like, bro, that movie holds up.
It's because it's
20
a
years,
lot
baby.
in it. It's a lot in it. It's
It's a
funny. It's all of
good
that, but it's also
time.
like the social commentary. It's a lot going
Yeah,
on.
you killed
It's a
that
great
movie, bro. You did
Thank
great.
you, man.
I mean, it was a good time. I love that stylistic, that time of those movies when they were making silly movies like that. I love that.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, that movie created a world that was part of a Disney's time.
Yeah.
So the question I want to ask you guys, careers aside, what draws you or anyone to the world of Disney?
Ooh.
Man, for me, it's really just like the magic of it all. Like they're and also the business behind it. As I got older, I started understanding what this machine really is.
Right.
When you just grow up watching, you know, the Mulans and the Goofy movie and
Lion
Lion
King,
King and Aladdin, like you love that, and then you see the merch, and then you see how they do this thing, and how it's like, oh, it's not. You're not only going to just see the toys. No, you're also going to go see them as the characters when you go to the land of it, and the re-releases of the special editions. So I appreciate the business of what they do because, in my opinion, they're the best to do it.
Right.
They're the #1 at this. So I appreciate it for that.
That's real.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
And for me, it's similar. Well, not the business part, but just like the magic and the memories that it holds for me. Like I've seen like every Disney movie, but I've always seen them like with family.
You've
so
seen
it's
every
just
single one.
pretty much. Yeah.
You seen the Thief and the
animated
Cobbler?
ones?
Thief and the Cobbler?
The Thief and the Cobbler.
Talk to me when you've seen
The
that.
Thief and the Cobbler.
Yeah, it's one of the best
The
Disney movies
Thief
ever.
and the Cobbler.
Mhm.
Pull up the picture. I've seen it.
You've seen it?
I like when I like so I was home a lot by myself. I also was babysit a lot. So like all the old Disney movies, even like Songs of the South that we don't talk about. that we don't talk
Yo.
about.
Had to
Yeah.
get that one up.
Like
outta
Black
there.
Cauldron. Like yeah, I've seen a lot of the live
Cameron,
live
can you pull
ones
up a picture of
and
the Thief and the Cobbler, please?
Yeah, please do. Cause like once I see it.
Yeah, I hope I got the name right, but I'm pretty sure I'm 90%. Yeah, it's one of my.
What'd he look
It's my
like?
favorite Disney movie. It's so good. It's so good. You never seen that movie?
Who is that?
The Thief and the
That's
Cobbler.
Disney?
This is one of the movies. Just so you guys know,
Let
if you
me
look
This
at,
isn't
if you
Disney.
pull up
That's
the,
not.
it's not. It's not
no,
Disney.
No, I didn't think so.
Oh,
no.
I'm about to say.
Yes, I thought it
It's
was.
not
That
Disney.
don't even look like Disney.
What is this?
That ain't even Don Blue.
I could've
What
sworn
is
it was
that?
Disney.
fake Aladdin. Look at the genie in
It's
the
not.
back.
It's not.
made
But
it?
look
Look
at
at
Disney.
this poster. It's
Who
not-
made this?
This is indie. Ah, damn
Who
it.
is that?
It's because the
Matthew
thing.
Broderick
No, the
was
reason
in
I
it.
say that.
He don't know Disney.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
okay.
hold up, hold up. Let me
this?
speak to this.
What is this?
No, let me speak to
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Let me
Go
speak to
ahead.
it. Disney distributed it then. And the reason I say that is because
Vista?
you know how Disney had the like all the case of all the VHSs,
Oh, yeah,
and they all were
they
shaped the
did.
same and colored the same, and had Disney across the top.
Yeah.
That's the case. That's what I had.
They copied Disney.
No, it said Disney on it. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
What was
I think
it?
Disney
Vista,
distributed
well,
it.
you remember was it Vista something used to distribute a lot
Buena
of stuff.
Vista.
Yeah, they used to distribute a lot.
All I'm
of
saying
stuff.
is that movie was incredible. But I'm sorry.
So I'm
Back to
still
it.
right. I done seen every movie, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, family or also I was left
I'm
home
so
a
mad
lot.
right now.
We used to shitting on Brennon. It's fun. So yeah, it's just the magic, the nostalgia behind it, like remembering those memories and stuff like that. And they're just good.
Yeah.
Like there's only like 2 Disney movies I hate. Most of them I love.
Can
And
you
I
tell me
think
which one those two
you
are?
already you know which one of them is.
Which is
The Good Dinosaur is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Have you seen it?
Oh, no.
It's
I know which one.
because it's terrible.
Yeah.
It is horrible.
was the Land
It's a
Before
horrible-
Time Disney?
No,
No.
that was
Okay.
Don Bluth.
Got it.
Wait,
Man, I
baby.
put
When it
everything
come-
into
If
everything
it's
into one
animated,
category.
Mickey
Yeah.
must have did it.
Yeah.
Like,
Land Before Time wasn't
Huh?
animated.
Huh?
Land Before Time was animated.
Yes. Are
Wait,
you?
I'm
Brennan
sorry.
is high.
No, wait. Land Before Time. It's not that one. I'm trying to think of the other one. No, it's the one with the big white dragon that was like live action.
The Neverending Story.
Never Story. That one is that Disney?
No, that's not
No.
Disney. Yeah.
Damn, my childhood was a lie.
Or like Warner Bros.
I told you I don't know nothing about Disney. Did I not start with that? I said I don't know nothing.
about nothing. You do.
I know a lot about nothing. I don't know anything about
you.
Man.
So yes, no, but it's that's hilarious. You're funny on this episode. I think it's
Wait,
just,
I'm not normally funny?
No, so I think it's you not knowing something is new. Like he's usually pretty knowledgeable
Very
about stuff.
expertise on a
So
lot of
I
stuff.
am excited.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Khleo, I'm so happy.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in today.
This is one of my
No, I ain't
best.
cutting it short.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
So yes, what's the next question?
All right, the next question is actually something that I actually have strong opinions about. So I
course.
want to ask you guys, what's it like being a Disney adult?
Ooh,
The best.
yeah.
It's the best
Wait,
thing
first of all, I
ever.
didn't even answer the first question.
Oh.
So curious side, what draws you to the world of Disney is the movies. That's my answer.
Yeah.
The movies are amazing. So for me,
And
like
what,
the
what's
movies,
the movie?
my favorite. Well, I'm saying like, no, I mean, wow.
'Cause it was just-
Oh, was the Rescuers Down Under Disney?
yes.
Yes.
Thank
yeah.
you, Jesus. Okay, I love it.
Yo, he was preaching. Please, it's gotta be.
I
more.
love that movie. So I like
That's
that
a
movie
good
as a
movie.
kid.
That's
Like
a
solid
obviously,
movie.
Lion King, fucked me up part of my childhood.
Oh, my
sure.
stomach
You know, I
hurt.
loved Aladdin. You know, I was
Yes.
in love with
Great.
Princess Jasmine as a
Oh,
kid.
we all were.
So for me, it's just like that was like my first crush in life was Princess Jasmine,
Red Jasmine or Blue Jasmine?
Ooh.
Blue Jasmine,
Why?
What?
because Blue
He
Jasmine
ain't
came
like when she was
first.
sassy.
Yeah, but Red
That's what I'm saying though.
Jasmine?
So that was my first crush.
Okay.
So I'm saying now, if you're asking me like right now, would I take red or blue? I'll take red all day.
Gotcha.
But for me, it's like speaking to like why Disney is important to me.
Blue.
The blue. You know,
Understood.
that's the first. That's the
When
first
I
Jasmine
seen
I
her,
met.
I was like, what's up?
No, Jasmine was bad as hell.
Top 3.
So this one I have strong opinions about. But what is it like being a Disney adult?
For me, the coolest thing ever, because I got a chance to, one grow up being a huge fan of Disney, and then you get
You were a
chance-
part of Disney. But go
Well,
on.
yeah, but then now you get that, and I personally don't even really consider myself, or at first I didn't consider myself like a part of the Disney world. I really didn't, because I didn't come from the Disney machine.
Okay.
Like holes happened out of the blue.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't on a Disney show beforehand. I didn't do this,
Yeah.
nothing. Although, I don't know if you know this.
Hmm.
Years ago, Disney used to do sing-along tapes.
Oh yeah, I had like so many of those.
The
You're in 'em?
Halloween one,
You were on?
it's me and what's the actor who's playing Superman right now on Superman the live act not Lois and Clark.
I don't know. his name.
Tyler Hoechlin from Teen Wolf.
Yeah,
Did you watch Teen Wolf?
I don't think
Anybody?
I ever had the Halloween. There was a Halloween one.
Yeah, there's a Halloween sing-along tape, and yeah, me and Kadeem are in that.
Yo, what?
That's
Yes.
amazing.
So we'll
I'm
pull the
finna-
footage up so you
yeah,
guys can
pull
see
that
that.
up. 'cause
I
that
So
need
is
just that
hilarious.
years ago as an extra,
That's
just
funny.
way back in the day.
Okay.
So then Holes happens, and then next thing I know, like I'm underneath this umbrella, but Holes was only distributed by
Mm.
Disney. It was a Buena Vista
So were you
production.
Yeah,
were you in
see?
any other Disney stuff though? Like any
After
like,
that,
yeah.
Oh,
I
you
got a
wanted
chance
the
to
circle
do.
of friends where they were singing and stuff.
Nope, they had that was another thing. There's like the Disney Channel
Yeah.
and then Disney Films.
Yeah.
Again, I
Very
didn't come through the
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
come through the machine. I got a chance to do a Disney Channel original movie called Going to the Mat.
Yes,
Yeah.
with Andy Lawrence.
Andy Lawrence,
That's
yep.
one of my favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah, that's what like as far as Disney Channel movies, that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite. That one, and then the one True Confessions. When I tell you, I was Disney down. But
That
yeah, Going to the Mat
showed
was my.
Shia's range.
yeah.
That from what I understand as far as Hollywood goes, when they saw his performance and that
Yeah,
that
they
had
were like,
people
"Oh,
like,
he's
oh,
crazy."
this kid is not just through the like we're gonna be able to do something with him on the other side of this. So yeah, I did Going to the Mat, and then I got the chance to be offered the role for High School Musical,
Mhm.
and I was like, nah. I said no.
You want to be
Yeah.
Corbin
I-
Blue?
They had to go find the alternative, so they got Corbin, but yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
I loved
As a
him,
basketball
too.
fan, I was like, I couldn't do this.
That's real.
I
yeah.
loved him too.
All
Corbin.
right.
You love Corbin more than me?
So
No wonder you can't stand me.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
So
I get
what
it
what
now.
is it? What do you
Yeah. Yeah.
what is it like being a Disney adult?
I think it's interesting.
Okay.
I do like just I had a Lion King tattoo, so
Right.
obviously that I think it's interesting talking to other Disney adults sometimes because like everything's on a spectrum. So you have the people that just like enjoy Disney and love Disney, and then there's people that are like Disney down, and like in any fandom there's extremely like toxic Disney fans. Where like I made a video talking about Beauty and the Beast and how I don't like Belle because Belle was like very condescending to people,
Yeah.
right? And when I
I did
tell
see
you
that video.
people was giving me death threats, they was giving me death
Over
threats
Belle?
over
Over
Belle.
Belle?
And I was like, but I'm right. Like, I'm right and you're wrong. And I think it's always funny. Like, I know more than you.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to tell me about something that, like, I study Disney.
Yeah.
So don't tell me what's going on. So it's always that. So, like, I think Disney itself and all of that stuff is fun, but just having to deal with other people sometimes that think they know or they love something more. Like, you can't take this. This is sacred to me. That's what makes it annoying. But just overall, it's great.
They're passionate people.
So I said I have strong feelings about it because for me, I think it is like you said. There's like a spectrum of it. Like for me, it's just weird for like 40-year-old adults to be like, you know what, we're gonna do on our time off? We're gonna go to Disney World or Disneyland, and I'm just like, this literally was designed for children. Like literally, it's not even like it, in my opinion. This is Brennan's opinion. I've been, you know what I'm saying?
World?
I've been to World and Land.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As a child and as an adult. And all I'm saying is that yes, there's adult features at these parks, but for me, they always feel secondary. It's just like, well, we know you adults have to be here for kids to be here, so here's the things for you too. But this is mostly for the kids.
Yeah,
and so
the
for a
rides
bunch
and
of
stuff.
adults to be like, we're gonna spend our time off and go to Disney. I'm like, you could literally be traveling the world. You could be doing so many dope things.
That's why they made Epcot. But go ahead.
There is Disney in different countries, too.
All I'm saying, but
Good point.
but all I'm saying for me, it can be a little weird. Where it's just like adults, like we're gonna dress up in costumes in the middle of the year, not on the Halloween or nothing like that, and go to this themed place that is definitely for children with no children.
But how is that different than like a con? Or how is that different from
the
like
thing
even
is-
Universal?
Well, I'm saying, for example, comics were not made for children. You know, there's a lot of comics children shouldn't read. There's a lot of comic movies children shouldn't watch.
There's some dirty Disney.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's not from Disney.
No.
I mean, but not really. Well, I'm saying though, like you can agree with me when I say over
I get
85%
it.
of the Disney catalog is for 10 and below.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's what they're doing. That is who they're doing this for.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to be somebody in your 30s and 40s and still be obsessed with that.
But it's the nostalgia.
The thing is, and I have nostalgia, and I get it. That's why I said there's levels to it. So for me, I'm like, oh, I still have you showed me your Lion King tattoo. I said, that's dope, right? I like that. I think that's really cool. But to spend that much time and money as an adult on some kid shit, to me is weird.
So you're more so talking if you're going to the Disneyland people that are there all the time.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we got the season passes so we can go every other week with our group. You know, people do that.
Yes.
You know
They
what I'm saying?
do that. Brennan
Yes.
is.
My thing is like it's you got to think the people you're talking about most likely
Are weird.
they work their 9 to 5s.
Are weird.
They busting their ass.
Uh-huh.
This is their one
You need a
thing
little relief.
that allows them to be a kid again.
Well, the thing is that for
golden
me,
era of their life where they didn't have to worry about stuff.
I had an absolutely wonderful childhood. I do my best to bring
Are
a
we
piece
sure?
a piece of my childhood
Are
to
we
every single day.
sure about
But the
that?
thing is, because I enjoyed it so much, for me, I'm like, I can allow it to have been what it is. And so for me, if you're a Disney adult and you're trying to be a kid again, that just tells me like, man, like maybe your childhood was not that great.
So then you should feel more sympathy for these people.
No.
God. Jesus. Yeah, he can't come with me to the land. You ain't ruining my day.
coming to the
You
land.
are not ruining
We
my
had
day.
to
getting
get
the
But I
land.
have a
I'm
son,
trying to
so
get
for
a
me,
turkey leg.
no, I'm saying so. All I'm
fine.
saying, if you bring me, I'm gonna be like, I'm bringing my child,
I get that.
and it's gonna be about him.
So you don't care about like the hidden Mickeys that are around there, the lore of Disneyland, walking around and being like
No.
very particular. You don't care about none of that.
Yo, you just
No.
trying to walk around with a churro and you look up and Brennan over there with his baby looking at you like,
So degrading. Just. Ugh. God, no, you can't go
you
with
had
me.
a terrible childhood. Like,
I had a blast.
I was hungry.
Yeah, what you mean?
Oh, my stomach.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you, Brennan. Brennan is so mean.
All right, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about, since we want to nerd about it, one of the things that I think is really interesting is something that's happening now to Disney because of how old it is that, you know, Disney is losing the copyrights for the intellectual property rights and the copyrights for certain characters like Winnie the Pooh. You know, and so I don't know. Did anybody see any of the Winnie the Pooh, trailers for
I
Winnie the
saw
Pooh
it,
horror
but I'm
movie?
not going to watch it.
I
Is
saw
it-
that they dropped a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only happening because the intellectual property, the copyrights expire. You can't have an indefinite copyright in the United States. So it's like I think you get like a 90-something or 100-something years, like, but it's like it's pretty much like one long lifetime worth of rights that you can make money off this exclusively, and then it becomes public domain.
Like, is it Felix the cat that's like that?
I think so.
Felix and I think Betty Boop are the
But
two
yeah,
that
you
I
know,
was aware of.
yeah, but you know who's coming up? Mickey Mouse.
So what
Yeah.
you're telling me is someone could drop a collab thing, or they could just put some merch out there that's the actual Mickey Mouse
Yes.
head.
They can't sue you for it.
I'm dropping that shit tonight.
Oh my-
What?
Yeah, so but look,
What?
I'll say if you look into what you do, one of the most interesting things in life, and so this is why we want to talk about nerding out, is one of the things I love to nerd out about is the January of every year. I always love looking at what is new in the public domain.
Okay.
So if you look into that, it's just like, all right, so however many years ago, 97 or whatever, 100. Can you look up, Cameron, how many years I think something goes into public? 90 years after the creator's death.
So Winnie the
So
Pooh.
whoever created Winnie the Pooh
A8
died 90 years ago.
That's crazy.
So
He
that thing
died
is,
90 years
so he
ago.
gets it for his whole life, and then it's like the idea being is that they're, so the idea
Oh,
being
so
is that their
your
kids get it
family.
for their whole one lifetime. So it's like you get whatever they did plus whatever they did for a lifetime after them, which I think is fair.
Is it though? It's like,
Because it's like, but
Yeah,
my
but-
grandpa
created
still
this
made,
shit.
Yeah, I know, but the
this-
thing is, but my family was able to, but my family's able to profit off of it from over 100 years.
But I want
Cool.
the
I need the next
grandkid-
generation to be able
Yeah,
to
but
get
the thing
that.
is, you still can. You can still profit from it, but
Oh, but
then
you
other
just,
people
but you
can
just
too.
can't stop other people from doing it.
Okay, you're
That's
right.
fair.
You're right.
So that's what I'm
You're
saying.
right.
So you be like, hey, this is the original stuff. Like you can still sell it like that, but other people can also now
But you
use
can
the
still
imagery.
put
So that's
Mickey
why you
Mouse
can
on your
make.
shirt.
So that's the thing is like the Winnie the
There's a
Pooh
Slick
movie.
Living shirt dropping tonight.
That's
hilarious.
With Mickey's
crazy.
silhouette.
I
Oh,
think I say
crazy on my birthday.
Yeah, so it's gonna be public domain, but it's a certain variant of Mickey Mouse. But point being, what's
you get
really
sued.
cool is that like if you start doing that, like I was saying, if you start looking at public domain in our lifetime, it's about to get really interesting because 2 generations ago for us is when a lot of the most iconic characters that we know about
So like
that
the
have lasted forever.
Flintstones?
The Flintstones will probably happen in our lifetime. Because you think about it,
Wait,
the Flintstones came
70
out in like this, like the 50s.
Hanna-Barbera era. So
Yeah,
Yo,
Hanna-Barbera.
Ca-
If we look at when Hanna-Barbera died, and you add 70 years to that, that's when all the
Potentially.
intellectual property that, for an example, Hanna-Barbera created now becomes public domain.
So we need to see who was dying in the 50s.
Yeah, because that'll be 2020s.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
the scheming. The scheming begins
The
immediately.
point being is that that's about to happen to
Baby.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
2055.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
I
we'll
want one
be
of
we'll
them.
still be viable human beings at that point.
Yeah.
But point being,
I'll still be at Disneyland and Disney World at that time. You know that, right,
Yeah,
Brennan?
you're not coming.
I mean, I'm power to you, brother.
Since Lincoln ride with me, man. Lincoln ride with me.
At that point, he won't care about Disney World.
Wow.
At 2055.
Wow, way to
I
assume
mean, they
what
still
your
have, but
child's
they got,
gonna,
they
like,
got
love and care
Avengers and all of that
about. Wow.
stuff too. It's not just
So
Disney.
like I was saying
I'm not
on
finna
some
play
nerd
with him.
stuff.
Hey,
So like I was saying on some nerd stuff is that what Disney is doing is now trying to switch, like they're trying to pivot themselves away from Mickey Mouse. I don't know, do you guys know that? Because the thing is now anybody can do anything with Mickey Mouse. So they can be like, here's the Mickey Mouse porn. They could do whatever. That's why there's a.
yeah,
That's why
that's
there's. That's what I'm
wild.
saying. That's why there's a terrifying
Yeah, I'm
now
about to say,
Winnie the
it's
Pooh a
out
horror
there.
movie.
Okay, so you say that they're trying to pivot. What
Who?
things have you seen that they're trying to?
Look, can you pull it up? There's like a purple dragon that they're gonna replace Mickey Mouse with.
What? Ugh.
It's like you guys didn't know, so because I always like we're gonna nerd out. I go because of what I do. I work in intellectual property and all that kind of stuff. It's like I like to nerd out.
Purple dragon.
Yeah, it's like some kind of purple dragon.
Is it like Pete's the Magic Dragon, or is it just a random?
No, that's it.
Who
That's it
is
right there.
you?
No,
No,
it's not Spyro.
who- he was
you click
been
that
here
right there.
before.
I'm about to say he's
Yeah, he's-
based off of something.
He is Figment. Is the mascot
Where's
of the
he
Imagination
from?
Pavilion at Epcot's theme park, Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna be the new Mickey Mouse.
Is the-
They will. I'm gonna let y'all finish.
No, they're not
Watch
gonna.
out.
They're not gonna remove Mickey Mouse, but they're gonna pivot a lot
Was
of
he
the
in
marketing
something
towards
else before
Figment.
he was the mascot? Is there a way to see that?
Well, he's
Or
from
he just-
Epcot.
or is he,
Epcot.
Oh, so he's just always been in Epcot.
Yeah, he came from Epcot, the theme park. You see that?
He ugly. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. He is ugly. I don't want to look at his ugly ass.
He's kind of ugly. I agree.
He is ugly.
But point being, I'm
That
saying
he
though,
ugly.
'cause I was reading an article about it, it's saying that this is a move that Disney is slowly going to trickle out over the next like 20 years, is they realize that within the next 20 years, Mickey Mouse is going to become public domain, which means that anybody can make anything they want about Mickey Mouse, which now changes the public perception of what Mickey Mouse is, because now you don't know what officially is and is not coming from Disney
they all
as
can
Mickey Mouse, because
license
it could be anything. You can make a Mickey Mouse anime now where he
that'd
is
be
a
cool.
samurai, and you can make money off of that, and there's nothing they could do about that. You know, where he's just cutting up all the rest of the other people in
So
the
what
in
does
the
they do
playhouse.
for like Kingdom
Bugs?
Hearts and stuff like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, so they can still sell everything in the theme parks. That's what I'm saying. Disney doesn't have to stop
No, they won't.
doing
They
anything,
just
but
gonna
now
slide.
we can start.
Yeah.
And because of that, Disney's like, all right, we can't just fully be dependent upon this character anymore,
Yeah.
because it's going to be bastardized a little bit. So now we got to move on to some other stuff.
That
so
is
for
a
me,
crazy long-term play.
how do you feel about that, though?
As a lifer of this, like it's gonna be wild to see an era, maybe potentially, where Mickey isn't the head honcho. Like that's Money Mick. The decision-
Money-making Mick?
That's money making Mick, baby. He didn't made everything. He was
Steamboat.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Let me get that. Marvel. Let me get that.
Yeah.
National Geographic. Minnie likes animals. Yeah, let me get that too. Like,
Yo,
dog.
Minnie likes animals.
Bro, that shit is
It's like, not that Minnie is an animal. Minnie
Minnie
likes
likes
animals.
animals.
She
Right? It's a whole
does.
different situation for them, man. So it's gonna be wild to see if that's gonna be their play. But all I've ever known is Mick at the front of Disney, man. So it's gonna be weird.
Okay.
It's gonna be weird. I don't like that dragon.
He's
Alright.
I
ugly.
don't like
Thank
Figment.
you. He is
All right,
ugly.
I felt the same way. So let's get into some debate since we already in that.
Ugly.
So I want to talk about which Disney and Pixar movie brings the most tears and emotional moments. I know mine easily. I cry every time I've seen it. I've seen it 4 times. I cry like a baby every time I watch this movie. And we can't use The Lion King. It's not The Lion King.
I have like 8. So.
Well, we'll finish with you,
Yeah, 'cause
Khleo,
you know I don't.
So you're saying Disney and Pixar?
because Disney owns Pixar.
Yeah.
yes.
So everything underneath, so I can get.
Yeah.
But they're different though.
Yeah, yeah.
Pixar films are.
Well, mine's a Pixar movie for
Yours
sure.
is a Pixar movie.
It's probably the same movie you're thinking
You want to
about.
go first?
You go first on this one.
Coco, man.
Coco is so sad.
Coco, I lose it every time I see Coco.
Yeah.
Every time.
Remember
I cry like a
me.
baby because the grandma reminds me of my grandma who has passed.
Oh.
And so he's like, when he's like, remember me, I'm just like, oh, my grandma. No, I miss my
Yeah.
grandma. I see that, I miss my grandma.
Yo, I'm finna
Yo,
cry.
yeah.
It's
It
so
is a
time with my
heartfelt
good last.
It's like when
Yeah.
that last song, when they do the song the very last time in the movie,
Yeah.
and it's just like everything comes together. It's like a feel-good moment, but also like she's dead. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it sad for me.
Damn it, B.
It's just like
Damn
you
it,
said.
B.
What?
It was the tone in which you said it.
And yeah,
Damn,
she's
she's
dead.
dead.
It hurts.
Like she
like
flatlined.
he did
Like,
it, yeah.
Damn, B.
So yeah, that's my movie. That movie gets
That's
me every
so
time.
sad. I was finna cry and then you did that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Not very
It's
many
such a
movies
sad-
make me cry, but Coco,
That is
it's
sad.
4 for 4.
I watched Coco on a random night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, let me, and I was late.
Yeah.
Two of the films in Disney I was late to, Moana and Coco.
Oh, it's great.
And I kept hearing about them. I was like, I'll watch them later. And then I finally got to Coco, and yes, 2 o'clock in the morning watching that by yourself, you will definitely go through some emotions on that one.
You was in there just like, oh, okay, cool. We're good. We're good.
For me, I'm gonna have to go Up, man. Up
Oh,
out
The
the gate.
beginning of
out
Up.
the
Up
gate.
is
Out the
so
gate.
How
sad.
would you do that to people out the gate?
With just music too.
Oh man.
They told a visual story of pain,
and
that love and suffering immediately.
He had to go through the rest of his life without the one man by his side, and then we just see him old, grumpy, pissed.
And then the whole movie's about,
Agitated.
yeah, and then the movie starts there.
Yeah,
Oh
It's
my
like saddest
God,
thing
I'm
you've
finna
ever
cry.
seen. Now
Why
let's
would
get
you
into
do
it.
this?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my.
Have
Up
you
for
seen
me.
the short, the Up short where he goes on? I'm finna cry. Y'all know I just be crying. I be so emotional. It's a short where like it's showing him trying to go on a date and like Doug is helping him go on a. Oh my, I'm finna cry. I'm finna cry because he's trying to go and it's like Doug's like you can move on. It's okay. Like when I'm
Wow.
finna fucking lose it. This is so sad. Oh my God. Okay, so that's
Keep it
sad.
together.
Oh, we can see it. You see your eyes
Yeah,
watering.
my
You
eye
can see
because
it.
I'm a crying ass bitch. It don't. He's like get a close up, and you know I just be crying. So it's the one about the mama with the dumpling.
Oh, Bow.
Oh
Bow.
my
Oh
God.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that junk is
Damn
crazy.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
forgot about that one. That one was
It's so-
intense.
It's so sad.
Yeah,
oh,
because it was about the sun,
oh
right?
my God, that
Oh,
Toy
yeah.
Story 3 when they go
Toy
in that
Story
furnace.
3
When they
in the furnace.
when they
Yeah,
go- Oh shit.
she's right. She's. The thing is, like, I give it to you, Roxy. The thing is, I might not have cried in all those moments, but I felt the tears.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
The
What
very
the fuck is-
emotional.
I like how you have them
moments.
all memorized. What else is there?
oh Wally. Wally's just sad overall.
Yeah, Wally's a sad movie.
Because
yeah.
it's like, we did this. Like, I'm really gonna lose my
All right, what else you
shit.
got? Come on.
That's
How
a
we gonna
solid-
keep
that's
pushing
a
her?
solid crying list.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna cry.
You killing it.
It's because it's so like I just be so emotional. Like when the
Come on,
beast,
give me another
when the
one.
beast is finna die, when we think he dead.
You want in Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, before he transforms because he's ugly. But just like
Oh, wow.
when she thinks he's dead, he's not dead. Finding Nemo, the whole movie's fucking yeah. When the mama dies off top,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one too.
the
That's
mama
another one.
dies
Yeah.
off like. They was so happy.
Yeah.
Why do they do that? That's what be pissed. Bambi mama. Whenever the parent gets killed, especially at
That's
the
a theme.
beginning,
That's a Disney theme. Parents.
they
die.
get him up out of there.
Yeah.
So a bitch be crying. I be crying in Goofy movie.
Goofy movie's one of my favorite. Like Goofy
I
movie
cry sometimes.
is one of my favorite movies.
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
It
we have one
is.
of the best cosplays of all time sitting right here.
I should have worn
Powerline.
that here.
Bro.
I should have wore that.
If you'd have wore that
I should have
here.
showed up to that.
I was finna wear mine, but I was like,
Do me a favor, don't you ever
No.
discredit me like that again with Powerline. Ever.
Oh,
I
this
saw the. Yeah, I saw the.
because I had it first, and and now I can't even wear my shit no more.
Don't look at me.
He
I
made a
don't-
whole music video.
What you mean you had it first?
I had my where's the camera? I had a Powerline cosplay many years before he had his, and then he did a whole grand music video. So I can't even wear my shit no more because now I look like I'm copying Khleo when Khleo was copying me.
Khleo is Powerline. That's what you have to understand. Like he is. Like they make that movie.
Why don't you marry him?
If they make that live action movie, this like he needs nothing. They add nothing to him.
Nope.
This
I'm
is
sorry, that was a
Powerline.
hating ass sentence. I'll take that one back. That was hating.
That was some hating
Why
ass
don't you
shit.
marry him was wild.
Yeah.
but it was objectively all hate out of my heart. It was amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
why I don't want to wear it no more. It was so good I
Then you
can't.
shouldn't.
But also, F you
Thank you.
and F you too.
Okay.
Because I had it on first. All right.
we-
And I don't have no pants with it. So
Nah, you didn't. You was just legs
It
and
was
cheeks out.
I was
Okay.
out here, baby. Okay.
Jeez.
But
all
it's
right,
all
all right,
for the
guys.
cry.
Thank you, guys. Look, we're gonna get you out your emotions. I'm gonna get you into something fun right now. We're gonna go into our show and tell.
Ooh.
Cleo, did you
Yeah.
bring anything for show and tell for us today?
This jacket and then also another jacket.
Why
Big
don't you
hands.
marry him? Stop complimenting him. You are so nice to him.
Okay, you know what? If you want me to do that, we can go there because you were there. We're gonna do it.
Go
We
for
gotta
it.
do it.
Go for it.
So,
Yeah, be mean to him.
well, no, I was saying I was gonna tell a quick story because I always like to
Okay,
tell a
yeah.
story. We have to.
Go for
Cleo,
it.
you do the same, would you not?
I would.
Okay.
I respect it.
This
I
is
get it.
because
the-
Roxy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's perfect because Roxy's here.
Yes.
Roxy actually can tell a story better than I can. Roxy, remember when you called me to be in an all-deaf gaming tournament?
Here we go.
What happened?
He did say he was gonna do this when you came. All right, so boom. July 2nd. I don't know the date. I was lying. So pretty much we were doing a Smash Brothers tournament.
Uh-huh.
And I don't even remember who recommended you, but somebody was like, oh yeah, Brennon be playing Smash. So it was Cleo, Brody. I don't even remember who else was in there. But everybody was like, Brennon's the greatest. So Brennon came in. Brennon came
Hold on.
in.
I'd like to point out that when we were in the pre-production room, I was specifically asked by Cleo
Not the point.
to be a villain.
Yep.
He did ask him to be
He
a
asked
villain.
me to be a villain. So
And
how
he
did I do?
was. He was. So he was like, I could beat anybody. I'll let the audience pick who I play. And they did. And he beat everybody ass. And this was 2 years ago. And he brings it up every time. He's always going to bring it
Now
up.
let's add some
If you-
spice to this. Hold on a second. So what happened? What had happened was Cleo
See,
was the second
you saw
best
the
player in the
spice.
character, and he was the second best player
Even
in the
when we have to
tournament.
get this
Yep.
off.
We get to the finals,
He been
and this is the
waiting.
championship.
Yeah.
Cleo wiped the floor with everybody that he was going up to there.
Yeah.
I did the same. Cleo's talking junk,
Yep.
and I'm like, oh, well, look, it's the golden boy. Everybody wants
He
him to
did
win
say that.
because
He
everybody
did.
wanted
He
Cleo to win.
pretty
It was
golden,
very
too.
obvious in the comment section. Everybody was cheering for Cleo, and so I said, okay, y'all want me to be a villain? Here's what I'm gonna do. Whatever of the 77 characters' name comes up first, right now, I'm going to play with that character, and I'm gonna wipe the floor with this nigga. What happened, Roxy?
Oh my God. He won, and then we had to mail him a medal. And
No. You had to mail me a medal.
You specific.
You had to mail me a medal. And then, so I just want to point out, you want me to be something that's not nice to Cleo? There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
I wasn't nice to Cleo that day.
No,
It was
not.
great.
It was bad.
Where is the medal?
It'll be, if we have another Cleo for another episode,
Oh, he's
I
on
may
the
have that.
gaming. Oh, that's perfect. That y'all will see soon.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so what you got there, Cleo?
Nice,
Welcome back,
Man,
man.
look, bro. That was a fluke day anyway. It was a fluke.
Oh, was it? Have you
was a
ever beaten me,
fluke day.
Cleo?
Oh.
It was a fluke day.
Have you ever beaten me
Yes.
at Super
Oh,
Smash
yes.
Brothers?
I've beaten you. I've beaten you.
I don't remember that.
I have beaten you.
Okay, all right.
So
Must have been a
I
good-
like
must
to
have been a good
collect.
match.
I like to collect like different vintage jackets and apparel. And I went on this really weird binge once on eBay where I started buying Disney animation crew jackets.
Oh.
So like people who worked on the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Hercules, which is
Ooh,
not
that's
in
a
my
good-
top 5.
Don't start.
It's a
Let's
good
not.
movie,
Top
though.
5.
He's a thank
I
you.
like Hercules.
He's a hater.
You've watched Hercules?
Yeah,
I'm
like,
It's
shocked.
good.
you don't like Hades is a great villain.
Hades is a great villain.
I love villains.
He
Megara.
says the only good thing about it is
Trash.
the music, and it's not the story itself. Is good.
No.
Hold on, so,
Let me-
but he said
to-
Hades is a good villain just now.
Okay.
The muses are the greatest part of
They
it.
are.
Easily,
That's-
easily.
The music,
Well, they just brought black women into the first. That's the first time black women were in a Disney movie. Right?
the muses
I
are
think
great.
so.
Every time they're on screen, that's what we love. Everything else,
Show your jacket.
Hercules is. I will find my way.
I
can
I can go the distance.
Michael Bolton was fired. Don't play with me.
Trash. Tarzan. Trash.
Don't play. Phil Collins. That's a whole
Trash.
nother. Don't. You finna piss me off.
Anyway,
As the
I
guest.
like to collect a lot of different jackets, and I got this one which is from
Oh, that's
1990.
fire.
This is from Disneyland. It's the Disney Afternoon Live jacket. They
That's
do not
lit.
make these kind of things anymore.
Yes.
So I like the colorway of it because we don't see that stuff in Disney anymore.
Yeah.
And in this one, my little sister just found this for me at a flea market.
Nice.
And it's the Walt Disney Television Animation Crew jacket. So
That's
when I did
cool.
the research, this was given to the folks who worked on shows like The Mighty Ducks.
Oh.
Which is a really
love
cool
that
one.
show.
And Gargoyles.
Oh my God,
Hey.
Gargoyles
That
is one
era.
of my, and they're bringing
I
Gargoyles
thought
back.
Gargoyles was made by Japanese
Yeah,
studios.
you saw me looking. Like, all right.
No, so one other random nerd fact is that a lot of the things that we associate with like American animation were actually made by Japanese animation studios.
Yeah.
So like the like the square chin Batman and Superman 90s cartoons.
Batman animated series and
Yeah,
Superman. Yeah.
that was all made by like Japanese animation studios.
Oh, yeah.
Fly.
Yeah, so it's just
That's
I
a
just
good
never knew
jacket.
that.
Yeah,
'Cause-
sure.
Because the reason I was looking into like what is the definition of anime, and somebody was like, it's something made by Japanese animation studios, and then I looked into it and was like,
A shit
yo,
ton.
like
Where
well,
did
they've made a lot of stuff, and one of the things that they made
Yes.
was a show that's very American.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, that kind of like that just messed me up. Like Roxy just cannot control herself. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get into mine because I don't because I'm not a Disney adult. Because I'm not a Disney adult, I just brought something that was nerdy that I like. I brought my figurine from My Hero Academia.
This is a whole Disney themed show
yeah.
for this episode.
Mhm.
You couldn't stop at like a CVS and buy like a Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, anything. You could bring Kingdom Hearts the game here.
Did we miss the part when we talked about my feelings? Of
You
Disney
could
adults?
have at least, out of the respect of the Disney lovers in the room,
Yeah.
you could have at least stopped to grab something. You bring Deku,
Midoriya, but it is Deku. as well. But yeah, this-
Midoriya.
Midoriya,
I thought it was
It's
Midoriya.
Midoriya.
Midoriya, whatever.
Midoriya.
I brought this man. Izuku. How about that?
He got that
Izuku
Midoriya.
Well, look, it's phonetically in English, that is Midoriya.
It is says
It is
Midoriya.
Midoriya.
English is so ugly.
Damn it.
That's
Yeah.
fire.
Come
though.
on, B.
But yeah, man, I got this as a collector edition. It was a gift for my birthday, and I love it. And I'm probably never going to open it because I honestly think this is gonna go down as probably one of the greatest anime of all time.
Mhm.
And I have something that came from season 1.
dope.
No, this is season 2. I think
Oh, okay.
actually.
I mean, still dope.
Well, he has his costume on. But either way, it's old. This came out a couple years ago.
You're not gonna open this?
No, I'm not going
Why
to.
not?
Because it's a collector's item.
Ah.
You're not gonna open this?
No, don't you open it. Don't you open that.
I think this is one of those things that deserves to be open, man. This is a McFarlane Toys
I mean,
one.
look,
I think
My
look,
heart.
Cleo, I love you. And the thing is, I trust your decision making, but I also trust you know what happens. That you're gonna be cool, whatever the consequences of those actions.
Look,
so
it's-
you do what you got to do.
Listen, as somebody who is a collector,
Such a
right?
nice
There's 22 moving parts.
Yes.
It's a very articulate figure.
Mhm.
I just think maybe you should try and feel.
See, if you're gonna go open it, understand there's consequences that will happen. So you do what you will. Like,
Wow, this is
I
wild.
could hear your heartbeat through your chest on this side.
lot
As
going
soon
on.
as
He
I
kept
got to
reaching-
moving my finger
he
on
kept
that
reaching
tape,
on the
I
tape,
heard
but
the
it's
tape.
like-
I heard the tape
like,
clicking. I
he's
was
really
like,
touching the
oh
tape.
my God, he's still touching
I'm gonna
the
keep it
tape.
cool on camera. As soon as this shit turns off, me and Cleo's about
as
to
a collector, yo, I could feel his
Hands.
heartbeat.
hands were gonna be thrown off camera. 'Cause we don't do that.
Oh my God.
We don't do that on camera.
Solid
lot.
choice, man.
Mhm.
So
Solid
I
choice.
have 2 items. Can you go get my other one, Brennon? Because my skirt's low.
Ah.
Nah, make him get it. Hit me.
Is it the stupid
You-
big thing?
Yeah, it's a stupid big thing. All right, so,
Oh my
first
God.
I got this Powerline cup. Look.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And then I got the horsey. So this is the horsey from Frozen 2. This is the horse that Elsa rode, and it lit up, but I let it run too long, and now the battery's dead. But yeah, I feel like that was on
Is
purpose.
this the horse? That's the
That's that horsey.
That's that
the
horse.
It's-
That is
it's
a very majestic horse
Knock.
in the film.
It's Nokk. I don't know how to pronounce it, but
Would you
that's the
believe I
horsey.
saw Frozen for the first time this past weekend?
Frozen? The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
That's wild. Let me take my cup back.
Well, I mean,
No,
I
you
just
good.
never,
Okay.
I never
You
watched
got
it.
my
It's
jacket. I'm
pretty
keeping
good.
this.
Damn it.
And I
You
saw
ain't slip.
when I saw Brave for the first time this past weekend too.
Brave is good.
It's a good movie.
Brave
Brave
is
is a good
Brave
film.
is definitely
It was
underrated.
good.
Hey, come on, man.
Man, this is great.
Got that from Hot Topic.
All right, guys. So now we're gonna jump into one of our favorite parts of the
Oh, I'm gonna
the
try to
show.
not curse.
Cleo might not know about this yet.
No.
So what we're gonna do is this is the part we call dubs, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna dub over some random clip of some form of animated thing or non-animated thing. We're just going to dub it over. So we're gonna select our characters. The first one's going to be something from one of the best Disney movies of all time, The Emperor's New Groove.
Yo, yeah,
so we have
great.
Kuzco, we have Kronk, and we have Yzma.
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 Played
Shut
by.
up.
Oh my.
Played by the
Eartha
great
Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
All right, so
AKA
we're going to
Madame
decide who do we want to be.
I want to be Kronk.
Of course you do. All right, so you want to be Kuzma? I mean, whatever his name.
Yzma.
Cusco? Kuzma or
I'll be
Yzma?
Cusco.
I guess I'm.
I have to see the scene.
Yzma.
No,
It's
we don't.
the-
No,
you
we
know-
don't see it. We just go.
Oh,
We just
okay.
voice it
that's
over.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
so
try
I'm-
not to make it nasty. Also, I'm gonna.
It always ends up sexual
Yeah.
because of Roxy.
I'm gonna try not to.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna try, but also I know this scene too well. So
I know
I'm
this
also
scene
gonna
so
try
well.
to not.
I know this scene so. I've seen this movie. This honestly, I'll say this movie might be the movie I've seen the most out of all the Disney movies.
Dang.
This is one of the funniest movies to me.
It's
It
so
really
Like there's
is.
one scene in particular when like this opening scene when he's crying. That is one of I cry laughing every time I see it. 'cause
The
it's this-
baby?
no, the
Or the-
llama. The llama's
the
sitting on the
llama's
rock
just
and it's like
crying, yeah.
raining with the round eye. He's just like meh, 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 meh. Like every time I cry laughing at that.
It's wild. No, David Spade was underneath the umbrella for this. Like
Yeah.
knowing David Spade's like
Yeah.
come here, I'm like, yo, they hired him to
That's
do
crazy.
this.
I be thinking about that all the time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play it, and you just voice your character for whatever it's gonna be. And just let it go. All right, so we're gonna get started. First of all, let's get this horse out of here. You stupid horse.
Don't call it stupid.
It's stupid. It's big.
It's for some really big. Where did you find that?
Target. Somebody bought it from
I
me.
hate that horse.
Oh,
That's
I
when
do
I was. Yeah, you
remember.
remember? That's when I was
remember.
Scam City, baby.
Was?
All right, so look, we about to get into
All right,
it.
let's get into it.
So let's get into it, guys. So here we go. We're gonna start playing it. Voice your character. Let it go where it was. Hey, what up, y'all? Turn up. I'm the stripper.
Oh yeah, we hired a stripper. I'm just putting some.
No, where's my
seasoning on
money though?
this
I want my
salad.
money. I want a damn salad.
mean, I got
I'm
green,
here
not
for
your
the
money.
money, but you want some extra?
Oh, money. Right. I got some, but not on me. I could go to the ATM. Is there an ATM?
God damn. Like,
kind of
I
look
just,
different.
Just
than what,
let me
Here,
see
have a little
the
drink
dick.
before we
Oh,
start.
you know, so look, I can make it blossom. It'll be the best. It'll be massive.
Nah,
I'm so good at my job.
No,
No, yeah, exactly. You put the money in the titties.
that was a roofie.
You don't get it.
What's happening, niggas? Now, as if y'all have been known, time to turn up. And where is my food? Where's my strippers? That's all I'm actually here for. And why is there no food or strippers? here?
Hi, I didn't know that you were gonna have young people here. Oh, but honestly, look, Crunk, I want you to like get it ready so I can make this pussy pop.
Right.
Mm.
A little Hennessy, a little grape juice, a little soda, a little crack, a little. Oh, that's too much crack. Here you go. Have your. That one.
Oh, you guys smell that? It smells like Badussi.
Oh shit!
Yo.
I left her in the back.
Why does he always run away when we're about to play roulette roofie? Why does he always leave for that? I don't understand. Like, one of us is gonna go out and the rest of us can do what we want.
Obviously, it's going to be me that wins this, and I'm still waiting, obviously, for my chicken wings. I mean, you're
Oh,
the
you
stripper
want
that
to?
hired?
But honestly, I can make it clap.
You could make it
Here's
clap.
the
Those
bu-
bones. Anyway, back to,
Hey,
of
what's up? What
course,
you got over there? Do we want to play roulette roofie?
So these are edibles. There's one for
Hey,
you.
Crunk,
One.
the roofies for us, the game. I'm trying to make my
I
money.
think this one has the LSD. Nope, that it's that nope,
Nope.
that. Hold on, I don't recall. Let me just go. See.
Nigga.
We're never gonna work.
wild scene.
Yeah.
I may
And
never look at that scene the same.
I
I'm just gonna think of strippers, LSD, and cocaine.
want to sweat your jacket. Hey.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right, everybody. That has been the end of How to Nerd. Thank you so much to our guest, Khleo Thomas.
Hey, what up,
Make
Khleo?
sure to
Thank you.
check the description for info. What kind of info?
Yo, if you look in the description, you have links to the things that we
Excuse
talked
me,
about.
Roxy.
Why did you say Roxy?
It's my turn.
So
If
you asked me questions. You literally asked for help, and I gave you help.
That was not help. That was doing.
Sometimes doing is helping.
Toxic.
This is gonna be the greatest podcast
So if you
show
check
ever
the
with you two.
description,
Don't say
y'all
that. Don't say
information
that.
will be below. Make sure to join our Patreon so you can see these lives. Make sure to follow us on all your social media. It is How to Nerd Podcast.
At How to Nerd Podcast.
Put your
Do
glasses.
we really
on.
have to say at anymore?
No,
Just the
people
correct
know.
term, yes.
Oh, got you.
What
Understood.
a duty head. Thank y'all. Want to end it on a song? No. Okay.
We can.
No, thank you.
Zippity doo
Peace, y'all.
dah.
End the episode.
Zippity yeah.